You guys test the clicker, make sure it's working? Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Judy, you're good?
I'm good.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, so we are college counselor. Our group consists of Kaylee, Maddie, Evan, and myself, Julian. So this is my older brother, Jonah. He's currently a junior in college at Bradley University, and he loves everything about it. He truly believes he made the perfect decision. But it wasn't as easy as it may seem to make this decision of what school to attend. During his senior year of high school, I got to witness the countless amount of time, effort, and money put into this situation for him. But I've later come to realize that not everybody has extra time and money that they're willing to invest into this process. This shows is over 50% of current college students say that they have chosen the school just based off of the name itself or the sports culture and reputation that they know goes along with it. And as we know, there are many other factors that go into making this very important decision, which has led us to believe that many of these students have to end up transferring out as they feel they've chosen the wrong school and they don't fit. Jonah already knows multiple students included in the 30% of college students who transfer at least once before graduating, thus costing them more time and money as they have to go through this process again in hopes of getting it right this time. And that's where we come in. College Counselor is an online website that helps connect high school students to colleges. As you see on our homepage, the first button that sticks out to our users is the college quiz, as this is what we would like them to fill out first. So in the college quiz, we provide them with a list of questions that go along the lines of the location of the school, the price of the school, their academic requirements within ACT and SAT scores, the size of the school, the sports, and the party life. And these questions will allow us to prompt them with perfect results that will help narrow down their choices as we provide a list of schools that go along the lines of what they need. So in our free model, we will provide them with 3 schools and a little bit of information about each school to help them narrow down their choices of which schools to attend. And in our premium and subscription model that costs $9.99, we'll be able to provide them with 10 schools that will have more information about each schools, and this list will help them narrow down their choices and figure out which ones to attend. And we can provide them with this list within 24 hours of their results.
And so our target market is high school students and also college transfer students who are looking for their ideal college, and also parents who want the best fit education for their child and are willing to pay. So we're looking for middle income families. And so our 3 big competitors are College Board's Big Future, Niche, and also College Raptor. And some of the key factors that we focused on were simplicity, also information, price, accuracy, and also customization. And so for our first big competitor, we had Big Future, and some of their strengths was their information given, their large institutions, their financials, and also the scholarships. But some of their weaknesses was that they were very biased towards the ACT and SAT. They also emphasized on rankings, and then data and accuracy weren't 100%. And then so our second direct competitor was Niche, and some of their strengths were they were detailed, their rankings were good, and also their scholarships. But some of their weaknesses was that they had limited data on smaller schools, and their accuracy wasn't 100%, and there was also potential for review manipulations on the website. And then our third direct competitor was College Raptor, and some of their strengths were simplicity, information, and their website was free to use. But some of the weaknesses was that it was hard to navigate through the website. For example, if you wanted to get back to the homepage, you would have to click a bunch of buttons, so it would get confusing at some times. And also the cost of schools weren't always 100% accurate. And so this is where we come in. We're more simpler and more efficient, since all you have to do is click on our website and then take the quiz, which then within 24 hours will give you your results back. So it's also more time managing, and it's only $10. And then so our total addressable market is the educational market, which is $1.8 trillion according to Statista. And then also our serviceable addressable market would be $53 million, since we have 5.3 million juniors and seniors in the U.S. paying $10.
To market our business, we're going to be creating Instagram and TikTok accounts for free. We are choosing these methods because 40% of teens nowadays use Instagram and TikTok. So we believe we'll be able to reach 1.8 million customers through Instagram and TikTok, and they'll be able to access our page through the Instagram and TikTok bio that will take them straight to our page, and we get a click-through rate of 1% on that. We have direct channels, so the customer will be able to go straight from our website, or straight from the Instagram or TikTok straight to our website, and we will not use a middleman, so we'll be able to make 100% of our profits. Now, our cost of goods sold is 6 cents. This is because to make transactions and to get the money from the customer for our service, there will be a credit card fee, and this will be about 6 cents, but we have no other cost of goods sold. Our unit price is $9.99, and this is because this is the average of what our solution interviews told us. We interviewed over 50 people, and this is what the average of what the parents and the students would say. And our first year profit our revenue is $180,000, and we figured this out by taking our first year customer reach, which is about 18,000, and if they each pay that price of $9.99, we'll make roughly $180,000.
Okay, so what we were mainly testing in our MVP was we were seeing if our solution actually answered and helped the kids find the right colleges for them. And then we were also testing the revenue because, as we said, we had the $10, but we were going to see, based on the service that we gave them, would the students be willing to pay more or less. And then some things that we used for this, we used Google surveys to get the students' answers and to give them the questions. And then we used ChatGPT to organize all those questions and put them into an answer. And then we used Canva to design our template for the answers. And then for measuring our success, we were going to see how many people go to our landing page. And then we were going to see how many people take the quiz and actually leave their email, because it's a really key concept. And we were going to see how many people fill out the email and leave the feedback. And the feedback survey, it has how would you rate the college and stuff, what would you like us to change, so that's really key for determining what we need to change. And then we were hoping to reach at least 60 people by the end of the first month. And this is because for our marketing strategy, we're just going to start out with 5 friends that we all personally know, and at the beginning of every week, we're going to reach out to those 5 friends. So our timeline would look something like this. Like Monday and Tuesday, we'd be reaching out to those 5 friends and getting them to take the surveys. And then Wednesday, we'd be putting those answers into AI and getting their top 10 colleges. And then Thursday, we'd put those results into the template, and then we'd send them back out. And then Friday, we'd wait for the feedback and stuff based on the survey. And then we'd restart that process all over again. And this whole process is going to cost us $0 because everything we're using, like ChatGPT and Canva and Google Survey, they're all free to use for us.
Take your first steps towards your future with College Counselor. Thank you.
I had a question about the revenue model. Are you envisioning you're going to charge $10 for one report?
Yeah, that's our unit price.
Okay, got it. And then your competitors, are they charging anything? And what is their revenue model?
It was free for all of them,
Mhm.
but to get certain things, you would have to pay. I think it was
So it's similar to our model is they provide you with a smaller list of a certain amount of schools that's free, and then to get the full list of your results, it costs you.
Okay. And then last question, when you were doing customer interviews, did you feel like you had enough folks that were already using one or multiple of those
Yeah.
platforms in addition to folks that weren't using any of them?
Because we were going in between who would be our target customer. We were also interviewing a few college students who already went through the process and stuff to see if they'd be able to shed some insight.
Oh,
So just to run through the customer experience step by step, right? So you've identified as juniors and seniors that are looking maybe unsure or looking for colleges that are maybe less known or, right, letting them know that they're a good fit. So they take a survey, how many questions, what kind of data are you collecting from your customer?
Yeah, so
How many
this-
points?
So the survey's around 20 questions,
20
and it
questions.
has kind of like the list that we showed before, along the location and kind of the necessities of what you need within a school, and then we will help to narrow down, not give them the perfect school, but narrow down their choices so they don't have to go visit 25, 30
Yeah.
schools, they just have to go visit the ones that make the most sense to them based on that list.
And then you're getting data on the customer, and then you have to match it to the colleges, right? So where are you getting your data for the colleges?
How they would, the requirements that they needed.
Yeah, so you have metrics on your customer,
Yes.
20 data points,
Yeah.
and then colleges will have their own data points, like, how strong their engineering program is, how expensive they are, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So have you narrowed down what those data points are in the colleges, and then what's your source for them?
Well, I think
pull
right
it
now,
from
our,
a match?
our source is gonna be AI. Our whole process is just making this process very simple for the high school students, as they don't wanna put in that extra time and effort into finding it themselves. It's all out there, so we're just gonna put it all together for them, and they can find it all from our website.
Have you run that through ChatGPT?
Yes.
And
The results that were before were what Maddie did.
that's real, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. One idea for you're giving them 3 for free, right?
Mhm.
I would suggest giving them a random 3 of their top 10, because it's the same cost for you, right, to generate the top 10 colleges?
Yeah.
There's no cost.
If you give them the top 3, they might be like, Chris, that's all I need later. So these are 3 of the top 10. If you want your top 10 in order, this is going to get them to put the money out there.
Okay.
Just following up with one of Chris's questions, in your competitors, I think a couple of slides talked about whether the information that was being provided was necessarily accurate. And so I'd be just cautious solely relying on ChatGPT, because you don't know where that information is being pulled from. So maybe incorporating some kind of vetting process to spot check, quality control results that you're getting to make sure that the source material is actually accurate or defensible.
Good presentation, really good slides. I love the idea because it seems like there's a lot more college students nowadays that are changing once, if not twice. Same thing with athletes, when you get into college, they're changing sometimes 3 times. And so finding that's a little bit different, obviously, than just someone that picks the wrong school because of the wrong fit. But I think it's critical what you're doing, and I would love to see how you tweak this going forward and make it really work so it helps students really figure it out. Nice job.
I like the presentation. I like the idea, the presentation as a whole. Just a couple things. I know one of the guidelines for a presentation is like minimal text, visually engaging, right? Sometimes there was a little too little text. I looked up and I just saw a number 5 or a 2% or something like that, and just maybe just a little bit more caption, like what are we talking about here on this slide? And that's really the only feedback I have on that. Otherwise, it was a really good flow.
I want to jump on something that Burke said about changing schools. I changed schools 4 times in college. And a part of it was athletics. And now athletics, it's much easier to change schools now. So you might want to put some focus on athletics if people are in a sport in college and it's not working out, and they're not going to start, and they're not going to see the field. Where can I go that I could potentially get that done? You needed $10,000. Is that how much money you were looking for?
$0.
Yeah, $0. So I would consider some amount of data or money that you would need to validate the data you're getting on the schools. I just looked at 2 different websites on what it costs to go to Northwestern for 1 year. One says 75 to 80, the other one said 58. So that the importance of that being accurate is going to be key to your success. Last thing, and it's a broken record, don't ask any of your friends for information. Just your friends are not going to buy your product. I know it's harsh, but it's true. Get information from people that'll tell you the real answer.
You've got a guidance counselor here at the school, right? You
Yeah.
talk to him or her or them
Yeah.
and see if they can suggest some students you can talk to.
That could be your channel. That could be your
Yeah.
channel to the guidance counselor. Hey, we can get you this product. It's $10. We can give you the top 10, or and you pay a little bit more, give you the top 3.
But they might not want to disintermediate themselves.
They might not too. Yeah, you're right.
And it may be something that you consider not-for-profit versus for-profit as well, because maybe it's a little bit more difficult to create a revenue model that's ongoing, and maybe it's something you just want to be, there's a good service, and it can be a not-for-profit and give that information out there to people.
You might make more money doing an advertising model too, instead of charging. You have a lot of schools that are probably looking to attract students, and if they're, okay, here, get your top 10, and then there's banner ads for schools that are looking to enroll more, you might get more than the one-time 10 off, right? The name, your first slide said College Fit, and for me, that stuck. I really like the name College Fit. I don't know if you guys deliberated a lot on the name, but it's shorter, it's stickier, it's more like what you do. Counselor might give people the idea that it's a lot of back and forth and a long, arduous process. college fit just seems like, right? Real short and to the point. And my last point is, even if your target customers are using other services, for $10, I would also be a customer of college counselor, right? Compare them. So I like the idea. I think it's great. And for $10, I would say absolutely, right? Give me 10. Maybe there's one or two in there I had no idea about. And that's priceless.
The, potentially down the line doing, advertising being a potential model here, you can, in the guise of getting better recommendations, you can get some really good demographic information too, especially like what state are you in, because in-state, out-state tuition is going to be a big thing. Down to the zip code is probably good, and that's going to help down the line, and if it is an online advertising play, the fact that you've got those rich demographics will up your CPC.
And send me your merchant processing service, 6 cents on $10 is, I love that.
Need to know a little bit more.
It can't be that, but, so just recheck. 6 cents on $10 that's just unheard of.
It's like 3% or 3.5%.
It'll be,
And usually there's a
more
minimum.
options.
And then there's a
transaction.
per transaction
Yeah.
fee, so it's gonna be more than that, so just make sure you get those numbers firmed up, because at pitch night, you'll get called out on that.
Question will come up again.
Huh?
Question will come up again.
Yeah.
This is pretty dynamic. You have a pretty interesting idea here.
And target parents,
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're a part of it.
right? Okay. Not just students. Parents are paying the bill a lot of time. All right.
All right, are we good with 0? All right, good job, guys, thank you.
Good job.